god, we're so close. I guess either way, I'm done. There's nothing we can do about it now, so. Good morning. Welcome to my finals week of university. Oh my god. I'm actually a little bit stressed because I do need to make sure my grades are still up there, and it's really the last one. It's like the literal last stretch, the final week. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of studying, cramming, crying probably this week. So I'll bring you guys along to that, a couple of study sessions, review sessions with friends, and the actual exams themselves. And then after that, I'm gonna be done going home, and that's it. So my exam schedule, we are here at the Monday. So in 5 days, I have my first final, back to back with another one, and one more exactly a week and a day from now. So today I have a couple things planned. I'm gonna start the day off studying at a library with my friend Caitlin, and then I have a review session run by one of my courses that I want to go to, followed by test viewing that I scheduled with one of my profs. So yeah, quite a busy day. Hopefully I can get some studying done, but before I do that, I have a final paper, which is my final assignment of undergrad that I have to do, which I really should do today. So guys, do we got this? I really hope so. Walking to my favorite UofT library. Can you guys guess what it is? Here at Gerstein. Hi y'all. I have no idea what the last thing I vlogged was. Like, feel like I haven't vlogged in a few days actually. But this is what the reality of exam season is like. I'm just running around all day studying, kind of losing myself in the process, but yeah. So today I spent like 7 hours in the library, got home, laid in bed, did nothing for an hour, ate dinner, had a meeting, and now I'm going back to studying. So yeah, my first final is in 2 days, so not feeling the best about it. I'm gonna try to study lots tonight, tomorrow, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm allowed to do a little review session. Thought I'd show you guys what I'm doing. So I study very differently for every course. For this psychology course I'm taking, I know what the structure of the exam is going to be like. I'm very familiar with it. So there's short answer questions based on just lecture content. Did you understand what we were talking about in class? And then an essay portion, which is kind of applying that information to write an argumentative essay. And did you do the readings? So the first most important part is to make sure I actually understand what the lecture content is. And the way this prof does it is that they gave us all, before each lecture, we have all of our lecture objectives. So I'll go through and write down every single objective, and then I'll go through the information, the slides, and fill in and answer basically each question. Make sure I've addressed everything, see if there's anything from the slides that I don't address, and put that all into a document. And then I'll go and study off of that document. But just even combing through all this information in the first place kind of helps me just study. Like, it reviews what I've learned and make sure that if I have any questions, I can still have time to ask before the actual exam. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night. I've done 3 out of 4 lectures that I need to do this for, so this is my last one. Usually it takes me about like an hour and a half or so to do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. just me planning too much and expecting too much of myself. But it's just like those moments where you're like, oh my god, I'm doing so much work and I've done so much, but there's still so much to do, and you're like, oh my god, like why? Like it just feels bad. Like it just feels like I'm working and there's still so much more to do. But it's fine. It's like 9 p.m. now. I'm like genuinely getting quite tired. I'm gonna see if I can do one more lecture, and then I probably just need like a break for the night. Like my brain, I don't know how much of this I'm actually processing. Like, I mean, it's better than doing nothing. And I thought about switching to a different task, but I don't think my brain is gonna process doing like intense readings right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. I guess we'll see if tomorrow how much of this information I actually retain. The good thing is I still have about like a full day and a half to make sure everything is solidified, and I've gone through at least most of the like all the material at least once, so I'm okay. It just doesn't help that I have like 2 more exams really close after this first one, so I feel like I should also prioritize studying those ones, but I feel bad doing that if I'm not ready for this one, you know, so it's just a fight with time, to be honest. Yeah, that's my check-in. I always feel like when I film these like midterm season, final season videos, it's so negative, and I feel like I'm just being negative the whole time, and I do recognize that I am very privileged and lucky to be able to be a student, to be in a time of my life where studying is kind of the biggest stressor in my life, and that's all I really need to care about or think about. But I mean, I also don't want to undermine the fact that it is truly stressful, and this is the reality of it. It's just tiring and it's exhausting, and you often feel like you're just working, and the progress is just not being made. So yeah, I mean, it's just really a little conflict in my own head where I'm like, oh, I don't really want to publish videos where I'm just being negative all the time, but I just want to be real with how it is and give my tips and share my thoughts, and hopefully someone will relate to this and know that, I mean, you're gonna get through it. I know I'm gonna get through it, and this is genuinely my last exam season ever, so pretty much done with it afterwards. So yeah, it's just a couple more days, just gotta hang on. I tried to wake up earlier this morning at like 6 and then didn't get up until 8, but it's fine. I've been studying in the morning, ate breakfast, and took a shower, and now I'm just gonna quickly get ready and then do last minute like final summary, make sure I understand everything, go over some of my notes, and then I'm gonna walk to my exam. So I always do still like to get ready just even a little bit in the morning for my exam. I find that just when I feel like I look more put together, I mean, that's how I normally go to class anyway, so it just feels like I'm in the mindset of like I'm not sleeping, I'm not home, I'm going to a test, I'm doing something outdoors. So yeah, I feel ready. There is quite some pressure for this first exam of mine because I didn't do the best on my midterm, so I need to make sure that this final goes well, but I feel pretty good about it. I'm just gonna make sure I'm nice and focused on the exam and yeah, not think about too much otherwise. This kind of trick that I've been doing to get myself like prepared when I'm doing other things is, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's this AI program run by Google called Notebook LM. It's actually quite helpful as just a general like summarization tool, but also I like this feature where they generate based on whatever kind of input or file you give it these podcasts. that basically it's talking through the format of, for me, papers, the main ideas and whatever, when like in a podcast format. So for courses where I have a lot of readings like this one, I find it useful to kind of, after I've read the paper and understood it, to kind of just listen to these podcasts when I'm just doing other things, to kind of make sure I understand it. And it's a good way to review that doesn't seem too like tiresome. One, because I already kind of know the topics, and two, because it is in a podcast form, which tends to be a little bit more relaxing and less stress inducing than just like sitting at a table trying to read over your notes, right? So yeah, that's what I did during the shower, and I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm currently listening to one as well, one of my papers. So yeah, I'm gonna play that while I continue to get ready.
Right, like mosquitoes or polar bears, maybe their interactions are pretty minimal.
Just the basics, yeah. Maybe fighting over territory.
Exactly. Then you jump way over to highly social groups. Think wolf packs, coordinated.
Alright guys, it's currently 12:47, if you can see that. My exam is at 2, and it's about a 30-minute walk to the lecture hall where my exam is. So I've stopped studying, trust that I have absorbed as much knowledge as I can. I feel pretty good about it, to be honest. Like, I feel like I studied the material well and I know the concepts well. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna be positive. So yeah, now I'm gonna pack my bag for my exam. So I typically try not to bring electronics to my exam, just because, one, there's a risk of it making noise if I forget to turn it off. It's heavy and I don't need it. I'm not the type of person to like study last minute outside the exam hall. I feel like at that point, if I don't know it, I don't know it, and it also adds stress to my plate. Obviously, this depends on the situation. Like, sometimes I just need to, like, I just need that extra, like, 5 minutes, but today I'm feeling pretty good about it, so I'm just gonna leave it. What I am gonna bring, though, is I'm gonna bring my notebook, because I feel like if anything is digital, I'd be able to access my phone if I really do need to last minute. On paper, though, I have some of my like basic scrap notes and whatever. It just feels good to have some extra paper on your side. For this test specifically, I'm also going to bring my lab manual, because lab information isn't accessible online. So in case I last minute, I'm like, oh, let me check this, like I can flip to the lab manual. So I'm gonna pack that, and I always bring a tote with me to exams. It's just easier to access, and I don't know, I don't have like much junk in it. I feel more focused. I don't know, this is all like not super important, but this is what I like to do. So I'm gonna put in my notebooks, and then I always need to bring a pencil case. So I have my pencil case, and I'm gonna pack in there. So what I have in here, this is literally my test pencil case. I have other writing supplies in my desk, but this is what I bring around with me. I usually have regular pens, erasable pens, which I use for if it's a exam that requires pen. I typically like to have some flexibility in case I do things wrong. And pencils. So for this exam, it is multiple choice on a Scantron, so I definitely need pencils. I have one in there already, but I'm just gonna put in the other. Like, I only own 2 pencils, but they're lead pencils, so I have 2 pencils, lead in there, my eraser. So that is that. So that is my pencil case. Let's see what else. So I definitely need ID. So in order to get into the test room for us, you need to have either your T card, which is our campus access card, or just generally photo ID. So I just bring my wallet, which has everything. So I have my IDs in there. And then I just like to bring, just in case, well, actually today it's raining, so I'm gonna pack my umbrella. I'm gonna pack my glasses in case I need them. I'm very blind blind actually, but I don't like to wear my glasses. And it's also like I'm looking at my paper, like that's fine. But in case they write anything on the board or anything, I can have my glasses to look. And just in case, I always bring, like I have this pouch that I keep in my bag, just has emergency supplies, like, I don't know, like a hair tie, medication, things like that. So I'm gonna pack that as well, and then I'll have my AirPods for when I walk to campus, and a hair clip. So I always clip up my hair at the beginning of the exam, so I'm gonna put that on my tote. And a water bottle. So I do like to pack a water bottle. This is empty. I'll go fill that up before I leave. So yeah, that is what I bring to an exam. All right, so I have about I think about like, technically I don't need to leave for another 40 minutes, but I always like to get there early, so I'm probably gonna leave in about 15-20 minutes-ish. So in this time, I'm probably gonna go eat a banana, brain food, fill up my water bottle, use the washroom. Oh yeah, one more tip. I always wear a watch in my exams because, first of all, Apple Watches are not allowed because that's tech. You can't always guarantee that your room is gonna be nice and you're gonna have a clock and everything that you can see, and you can't guarantee that your spot is gonna be a good spot where you can see the clock, and if they write it on the whiteboard, like I can't see it because I don't wear my glasses, so I just like to always have a watch on hand. And this time is correct. Yes, this time is correct. So actually, no it's not, it's an hour behind, but that's fine because I just need to know that we have 2 hours. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys when I walk to my exam then. Bye! I'm on campus now. I'm at a weird exam location today. It's one of those, like it's in the gym. So, fine, don't let that not affect me. It's also the furthest point on campus from me, but it's okay. We'll be okay. Almost there. Alright, hi guys. It's currently 11:09 of Saturday. I need to leave in 2 hours. My exam's at 2, leave at probably around like 1:15. And I don't know how I feel about this one. Like, I feel good, but I don't know where it's coming from that I feel good. Like, I think maybe because this is one of those classes that I really paid a lot of attention to. I'm really interested in the topic, so I feel like just my grasp on it overall is pretty good, but I definitely could use a bit more studying. So I'm gonna lock in for the next 2 hours and yeah, get ready for the exam. I already ate and I showered and ready, so all I have left to do is just to make sure I'm ready and in the mindset of the exam. And this is one of those courses where I just need to know the content well. I need to know kind of the concepts, the terms, how to formulate arguments based on what we talked about in class. So this is one of those classes where I have a document outlining kind of everything I need to know in this course, and I like to talk through it like as if I'm trying to teach someone, because that really is my way of kind of coding things into my head, and it really helps when I kind of think of things as a continuous story. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So creativity in general overall is defined as something that is novel, useful, and surprising. So novels when it's done for, useful if you actually use it, important to life, it contributes to something in some way. And these characteristics are decided upon by experts in the field. Forces of creativity. Big C, little c, mini c, pro C. Big C, redefine the field, everyone recognizes value. Little c, may not redefine the field, but some people may still find it empowering. So that would be creativity. Mini c is like personal creativity, so only you think it's creative, only relevant to you, argument matters, or if it's new and useful to you. Pro C is kind of between big C and little c, where this idea of like professional creativity, where you do this in the workplace, you can make a living off of it, you regularly produce creative output, and organizations feel big.
Alright guys, little time check. It's currently 12:17, so I've gone over each unit and I've gone over all the concepts and pretty much like I feel pretty good about everything. And then I also went over my reading summary sheet and kind of mentally thought through what each reading and how I could use each reading for an argument, depending on whatever topic might come up. So yeah, like I feel pretty good, but I am kind of crashing. I don't know if it's because I had 2 nights of not very good sleep. So I don't know how much studying is going to help me at this point. I think what I might do is I might take a pause, just take like a power nap for like 15 minutes, come back to it, look over my notes kind of one final time, eat some snacks, pack my bag, and get ready to go. Alright, y'all, power nap time. And yes, don't mind me, I do sleep on a giant pile of stuffed animals, and that's what makes me feel the safest and most comfortable. So, yeah, no judgment. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 15. Good morning. Alright guys, I need to leave in about like 25 minutes, and I mean, I didn't really fall asleep in that nap, but I do feel a bit better. Like I think my eyes are just hurting and my brain was like foggy, so I'm feeling a bit better. I'm gonna get up, look over just some final details I have for a couple questions, stop, I'm gonna go to the washroom, I'm gonna pack my bag, I'm gonna eat a banana, and I'm gonna head out. Guys, we got this. We're so close. Exam 2 out of 3. Almost more than halfway. Wow. Happy Sunday, guys. It's an absolutely beautiful day today. And I'm on campus, the blue skies, and like warm, like sweating. Unfortunately though, I don't get to enjoy the beautiful day, so I'm going to go to Robart's library. I have my next exam on Tuesday, and it's currently Sunday, so I have today, tomorrow, and a bit of Tuesday to study. So yeah, so far I'm 2 out of 3 done. I'm almost there, I'm almost done. But yeah, I'm gonna go meet up with a friend from this class in the library, and we're gonna walk through all the concepts together, hopefully get me in a good spot for tomorrow. Ooh, walking through a dark tunnel. Walking to my last exam ever of undergrad. Oh my god, it's also so incredibly windy. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, 3 hours, I'm gonna be done. I'm outside my lecture room now where I have my exam. Last minute. Hi guys, the time is 32, and I'm officially done undergrad. Woo! Okay, not gonna lie, that was probably the worst exam I've ever taken in undergrad. It was a 3-hour exam, not a single person came out early. Everyone sat there. Everyone was like, what the fuck, after we came out, and we all like talked about it afterwards and just agreed that it was incredibly difficult. So I'm having mixed feelings. I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I should feel happy or sad. I'm feeling a little bit of both. I'm not even feeling relieved because I'm just thinking about that exam and how crazy that was. But yeah, I guess either way, I'm done. There's nothing you can do about it now. So yeah. What do you think, John? John did not take the test, but
no.
I am now a graduate. How do you feel that your girlfriend's now a uni graduate? Okay. No comment. All right. Good night, y'all.